Hello, Crafty Traveler here, and it is Wednesday, February the 9th, and today we're going to go visit Calico Ghost Town. Hi there.
Hello. Cat and a dog.
A doggy.
Mr. Shatner.
We're not going really into anything. Okay, thank you very much. Did we get a map or anything? We did.
Here.
Perfect, thank you. Before we go into town, we're going to take a little detour and go see the campground. Calico Ghost Town Campground features 265 campsites for RVs, trailers, and tents. Some sites have partial hookups, while 104 sites have full hookups. Still others have no hookups. One section of the campground, near OHV riding areas, allows green, sticker, and OHV vehicles. The campground fee that you pay also covers entrance into Calico Ghost Town. Most campsites do not have shade. There are flush toilets but pay showers. The camping fees are $30 a night, no hookup, $35 a night, partial hookup, $40 a night, full hookup. Senior, active military, disabled camping discounts, Sunday through Thursday only, include $25 no hookup, $30 a night partial hookup, and $35 a night full hookup. And there are dump stations. I'll be keeping this campground in mind for the next time I come to Calico. Calico Ghost Town. Haven't been here in 50 plus years. They've restored some of it. I'll tell you more story when I edit. star is a red-legged partridge, but with a cuckling call resembling that of a domestic hen. Looks like a corral here where they probably do shows and shootouts, but not today. The Firehouse. And there's the fire wagon. Very well preserved. They probably bring it out for parades. 1888. Steam fire engine. 1881, Calico lives again. Under the auspices of Knott's Berry Farm, Buena Park, California, buildings should be rebuilt on their original sites. Walter Knott is dedicating a Calico Ghost town to the memory of heroic silver miners who lived and toiled here. The preservation of this singular California heritage is also dedicated to you, the visitor, as a constant source of learning and enjoyment. Town Hall. Inside the Town Hall, an 1810 piano, and many pictures and artifacts. Well, there's bobcat skin. And here's a bulletin board. Burros for sale. Wanted wife ran off with best friend and dog if seen, send the dog home. Wanted good man must be willing to work from can see it can't see for food and warm place to sleep. Now that's a scary sight. I guess you could put a quarter in it and hear the rattles. This store has some very unique items. All the things you need to survive in 1881. Some candy for the kids, chamber pots, and other decor. Very interesting. This is on the other side of the store. Checkers game going. All the things you would need to survive in 1881. Ah, there's even a sewing machine. And hats. And a window. Do you have any thimbles?
I do not.
A general store without thimbles. And a modern part of the general store. The way it used to be. This museum was created in order to outline for you the atmosphere of that small part of the Old West which was called Calico, and which flourished as a boom town through the years 1881 to 1896. The spirit of Calico those days reflected closely the spirit of the West in general. Therefore, it is hoped that the scenes and exhibits presented within all add only to your enjoyment and understanding of the colorful historic site, but also of the entire Western era and the way it used to be. Lane House and Museum. Original site of Lucy Lane's home, 1885 to 1967. Restored 1979 in her honor. Calico's most distinguished and longtime resident was Lucy Bell Lane, 1874 to 1967. Known at one time as the Queen of Calico, Lucy lived at Calico for nearly 67 years. Of her many gifts, she is most remembered for her warm hospitality and vivid storytelling of the historic Calico silver mining camp. Lucy was indeed part of the history of Calico and was an accomplished prospector. Lucy Bell King arrived at Calico with her parents, 2 brothers, and a sister in 1884, 3 years after the initial discovery of silver. In 1892, at the age of 18, she married John Lane. They bought a grocery store which briefly prospered but then quickly declined as a result of the slumping silver market. The Lanes left Calico in 1899 and returned for good in 1916, making the Lane store building their home. In 1920, the Lanes moved into the old courthouse and post office building, which would be Lucy's home until 1965. John Lane died in 1934, and Lucy died in 1967 at the age of 93. Life in Calico didn't mean that families had to give up simple luxuries, like a kerosene lamp, a hair curler, and a rug beater. Kitchen, 1881. Looks like a floor heater. Dishes, water jug. The Lanes owned the general store, but fresh food in Calico was usually grown or raised at home. Egg basket, rotary egg beater, and a butter churn. This must have been the bedroom. And a chest with clothes, a dressing table, pink chamber pot maybe, more clothing, wardrobe, and around the corner probably was where the bed was. Former porches or lean-tos or even used spare closets as a place for the bathroom. Look at the slope of the ceiling in this bathroom. Do you think it was originally used as a closet or perhaps a porch? Or was it built as an addition to the building? What architectural clues do you see that might help you determine the answer? Well, it's kind of dark, but the ceiling is definitely sloped down. And here's the bathtub, and a chair, and a toilet, and a little medicine chest, and a sink around the corner. I bet it was a porch. And they have a little train ride. Of course, we can't go on it because we have Snickers with us. Fire buckets. I'm sure they used those a few times. I'm in search of a thimble, and the lady in the last store said that the print shop would possibly have a thimble. They have a lot of other things like t-shirts and cups, buttons, license plates. You can buy a license plate from somewhere else in this store. Ornaments for Christmas, and lots of Route 66 items. There's my thimble. Replica of the original schoolhouse in the 1880s. The dog bakery, the dogs get to come in. So Snickers is in here.
Yes.
Snickers is in the store.
We tell the humans you're their ticket. It's their store. They get to shop. He can't do anything in here that hasn't been
done already, huh?
Nothing that isn't fixable. So
Well, you have to love dogs to work in this store, I think.
yes, we do.
This is Jennifer, and she works here at the doggy store, and she's going to explain about the treats. Go ahead.
The large donuts on top are stone ground whole wheat and oat granola. If you feed a grain-free, then they're not recommended for your dog because they'll cause tummy upset.
Problems, yeah.
But the cookies are made with a sweet potato flour. There's absolutely no salt or sugar in any of the product in the case. The icing is an unsweetened yogurt, and what you see as chocolate is actually carob. This small tray of bones and this little tray of donuts are a shortbread, so they crumble easier for the older dogs. But the other cookies are all the consistency of a good crunchy sugar cookie for us.
Do you want a cookie? Ooh, I said the cookie word, didn't I? All right, we'll get you a cookie. The Doggy Bakery in Calico is named after Dorsey, the mail dog. The earliest story on the mail-carrying dog was found in Calico print newspaper from May 10, 1885. The print references Jack the mail dog in its 1885 article, and by 1886, other newspaper accounts refer to the mail dog as Dorsey. The scruffy Scottish collie was adopted by Calico's postmaster, Everett E. Stacy, sometime around 1885. Darcy was the typical black and white collie with a shaggy coat and bright eyes. He was friendly to most and dedicated to his work, but before his postal career, he was known as a loafer, whose primary motivation was food scraps he could beg from the locals. Dorsey's initiation into the Postal Service occurred in 1885 when Stacy wanted to send his brother Alwyn a message at the Bismarck mine camp a mile and a half to the northeast. Not wanting to make the rugged trip himself, Stacy wrote a note to Alwyn and tied it to Dorsey's neck and sent him scampering off toward Bismarck. The dog returned the next day looking none for the worse for wear, with Alwyn's reply note tied around his neck. Stacy realized he may have found an unorthodox but potentially practical way to get mail to Bismarck for distribution to the local miners. After a few more successful test runs between the two camps, the postmaster was convinced the mail could be delivered by the canine courier. desert down there and the buildings of Calico. Ooh, do you see who's peeking out the window? Calico has some paranormal activity, and the show The Ghost Hunters have been here many times to find out what is going on. Dollhouse. There's an excerpt from the Calico Regional Park Historical Quarterly, dated October to December 2009. Description in the 1963 appraisal inventory as a residence. The other side, the Calico Bottle House. Above it is an old rock house. And this is a little saloon, and they serve drinks and hot dogs and pizza. No spitting or drinking, no loose women. Well, I gotta keep my clothes on. Ernie is going in to Lil's Saloon to get our lunch. So this is our lunch from Lil's Saloon. I got chicken wings, and Ernie got a hot dog. A what? A Polish dog. How's it taste? Like a Polish dog. Okay, I'm letting my chicken wings cool because just touching them is hot. Snickers gets some of his cookies from the doggy cookie house. Now we're driving up to the cemetery, Calico Cemetery. Cemetery. The sign on the gate says it is an active cemetery, so that means there's fresh graves in there. Active cemetery. Please respect our family, friends who have been laid to rest. Calico Ghost Town. As we say goodbye to Calico Ghost Town, I hope to come again before another 50 years goes by. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, comment, share, and please subscribe. There is lots more adventure to come. Thank you for watching. Stay crafty when visiting Calico Ghost Town.